Okay, so today we're going to do pages 180 to 182 if I look at your lesson plans. And today we're going to diagram first pronouns, but we're just going to do this real quickly because honestly it's no different than diagramming the nouns. So pronouns can take the place of a noun. Instead of saying Gabe, I can say he. Remember I told you that in last week's lessons. So if Gabe is the subject of the sentence, he would be the subject, and you would diagram it exactly the same way as Gabe. If him is the direct object, if Gabe's the direct object and I say him instead of Gabe, then him is the direct object and you diagram it exactly the same. So we're just going to do a few of these together and then I'm going to jump to page 181. All right, so did you and your brother enjoy the program? You guys might want to have an extra piece of paper to diagram a few of these, and I might have you do because I think the next two pages I'll probably do it with you. So maybe I'll give you a few of these to diagram on your own. All right. Did you and your brother enjoy the program? All right. So did enjoy is the verb, right? You and brother are the subject. You and your brother did enjoy program. I should underline that actually. What did you enjoy? Whoops. You enjoyed the program. All right. So did enjoy, you, brother, and this is the direct object. All right. So, yep. All right. So this is what you have to diagram. So we have you and your brother. So we have rockets here. You and brother. With an and in between. Did enjoy. Direct object has a straight up and down, and I'm going to run out of room, but you would write program right here. All right, the extra things if you wanted to diagram them, your is describing whose brother, and the. Okay, all right, let's look at number 2. Gabe wrote, no, it's a girl. Gabrielle wrote her a letter and mailed it yesterday. So Gabrielle writes the letter, right? So Gabrielle's the subject. She wrote, and she wrote a letter to her. Do you see how that works? Letter's the direct object. Her is the indirect object. She also mailed. And she mailed it, which is another direct object. It's a direct object for mail. All right, so this is a little tricky. We have Gabrielle, right? And she's going to do 2 different things. And there's going to be direct objects for both of them. She's going to wrote letter, and she wrote it to her. Remember that goes under the verb, the indirect object. And she mailed. It, direct object. When did she mail it? You can put this under here, yesterday. It's an adverb. And, gotta put and in here. A letter. We have the word we could put on there. Gabrielle wrote her a letter and mailed it yesterday. I think we did everything on there. All right, let's look at number 3. The teacher sent him to the office. Okay, to the office. What's that? Prepositional phrase. So teacher sent him, the direct object. All right, so the only thing you have to do on this one is teacher sent him, the direct object. That's the only thing you have to do. You want to do everything else, we have the, oh, that should be capitalized because that's the first letter of the sentence. Where he sent to office the. Okay? All right, let's do another one. We saw William and Daniel at the store last night. So at the store is a prepositional phrase, right? So we saw, you saw these two people. You saw these two direct objects. And when you saw them was last night. So that would just be, I'll show you how to do that. That's an adverb for when you saw them. You don't have to diagram that. I'll just show you though. All right, so we saw, I'll make this a little shorter so I can fit them both on here. Oops, I guess that gets rid of all of it. So you saw two direct objects. So make your direct object line, then break it up. William and Daniel. Okay, so where did you see them? At the store. This part you don't have to do. At store. And when? Okay, you saw them. Oh. You saw. Yeah, when? Night. When you saw them. Last. Last is describing night. Night is a noun. But it's saying when you saw, right? So I'm pretty sure it's acting as an adverb there. No. Saw. Yeah. I think I'm right. Let me look at. Let's see if they have it over here anywhere. Yeah, I'm right. Okay. All right, number 5. Maybe I'll do one more with you, and then we'll move on. The new president is Alexis, and the new secretary is I. So here we have a compound sentence. All right? So 2 sentences. So let's deal with them one at a time. I don't see any prepositional phrases. So we have president is, that is a state of being verb. So after it, we're not going to have a direct object. We're going to see if we have a noun describing the subject or an adjective describing the subject. So we have Alexis, which is a noun. So it's called the predicate nominative. And then the secretary is, and then I is the predicate nominative again. Secretary and I, president and Alexis, they're the same thing. All right, let's try to diagram it. I'm going to go up here. So we have president, probably should put the line first, is, predicate nominative gets a slanted line. Alexis. Okay, and then we connect it in the verb. So we make a little dot, couple dotted lines, go over, down, and keep it in the verb. Secretary is I, another predicate nominative. That's what you have to diagram. The and new both describe the president, and the new describe the secretary. I think I got it all. All right, so for you, why don't you go ahead and pick, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Pick 4. Pick 4 that you'll diagram on your own, okay? All right, now I'm going to pause you because I actually have to go to another folder to get the next picture. So hold on. All right, I'm back. All right, so page 181, practicing with pronouns. Pronouns used as subjects or predicate nominatives must be in the nominative case. So that nominative case is I, you, he, she, it, we, you, they. I say you twice because when I had to memorize it, you can be singular and it can be plural. Okay? Predicate nominatives come only, I can't read what that says, come only after linking verbs and can never be in the prepositional phrases. So that's why, see that phrase right there? That's why I have you get rid of prepositional phrases right off the bat. So these are the linking verbs. They're not action. Okay, they're just linking the subject to something coming after the subject. Pronouns used as direct objects, indirect objects, or objects of the preposition must be an objective case. So our direct objects coming after action verbs, our indirect objects coming after action verbs, and our objects of our prepositions, they're the nouns in a prepositional phrase. So you can have a pronoun instead of a noun. They all have to be objective case. Me, you, him, her, it, us, you, them. Okay? Direct objects and indirect objects come only after action verbs and can never be in the prepositional phrases. Once again, why I always have you mark off prepositional phrases first. All right, let's look down at Think A, and I'll walk you through these. We're going to put S for subject, PN for predicate nominative, DO for direct object, IO for indirect object, OP for object of the preposition, crossing out any incorrect pronouns in parentheses. All right. Oh my goodness. Do they really? Do we have to do all this? Man. Okay, so we're just doing that for the pronoun. I see. I was thinking we had to do it for everything. All right, so a letter from Grandma and she or her arrived today. Put parentheses around this, and what is this? It's a prepositional phrase. Okay, prepositional phrases have an object and use objective case. Me, you, him, her, it, us, you, them, her. From Grandma and her. So I guess we have to cross out the one we don't use. And this is an object of a preposition. The new baseball coach is he or him. So here we have the coach as the subject, is a linking verb. Him or he is the pronoun renaming the coach. And that's a predicate nominative. Predicate nominative takes nominative case, I, you, he, she, it, we, you, they, he. So him is incorrect. And this is a predicate nominative. The professor gave we or us students an interesting lecture. So the professor gave a lecture to us. So the lecture's the direct object, right? We are the indirect object. So indirect objects and direct objects all take objective case, and that would be me, you, him, her, it, us, you, them, which is us, not we. All right, so that's the indirect object. Brandon and I, or me, have already finished our assignment. So Brandon and I, or me, this is the subject, right? So what do we use for subject? The nominative case, which is I. If you're not sure, cover up Brandon and. I'm covering it up with my pen. Would you say I have already finished or me have already finished? You would say I. Uh-oh. Subject. Did you see they or them? Okay. You is the subject. You did see a direct object. So this is the direct object. So we have to use objective case. Look up top if you can't remember. Me, you, him, her, it, us, you, them. The member of the social marching band and I or me went to the state contest. So the members, see, of the social marching band, that's just a prepositional phrase, so get rid of it. So it's the members and I are the subject, okay? Or and members and me are the subject. And you went, okay? That's the verb. See why I put this, get rid of this? So you won't be tempted to think of it as part of the subject. It's just not part of the subject. It's either going to be an adjective or an adverb, which it's an adjective. So it's the members and I, because this is the subject. Subject uses nominative case. I, you, he, she, it, we, you, I. We, you, they. So it's not me. And it's the subject. Okay? All right, next page. All right. I think we're just continuing what we did on the previous page. We are. All right. So I'm going to keep doing this for 2 more minutes and then I'm quitting. Okay? The pastor welcomed Logan and her or she. Well, the pastor welcomed her. You can hear it. Pastor's the subject. Welcomed the verb. He welcomed 2 people. So they're both a direct object and use objective case. Her mother and she or her did some shopping. So you have mother as the subject and she or her is the subject. So subject is nominative case, which is she. The first 3 people on the list are Olivia, Ethan, and I, or me. On the list, get rid of on the list. Okay, first 3 people. So people's the subject. Are is a linking verb. So these guys are all a predicate nominative. They're renaming the people. So predicate nominative takes nominative case, which is I. So cross out me, sorry. Matthew showed Andrew and I or me his chemistry set. So Matthew showed the chemistry set. He showed the set. The set is actually the direct object here. You don't have to label all this. But he showed it to Andrew and I. So Andrew and I, or Andrew and me, are both the direct indirect objects. Okay, he didn't show Andrew and I. That's not what he showed. He showed a set, a chemistry set. That's the direct object. But who did he show it to? Andrew and me, or Andrew and I, were the indirect object. So I'm going to put indirect object out here. Object, you hear objective case. Which one's objective case? It's me. Here, him and his dog walked down the path. Walked down the shaded path. Down the shaded path, by the way, is a prepositional phrase. Walked is your verb. So he and the dog are both the subject. All right, subject. Use he. He walked his dog, not him. Samantha and I told the teacher the truth, and she believed we are us. You can almost hear it. Okay, so this is like 2 sentences. Here's one sentence. Here's the second sentence. So we don't have to think about this part. We just have to look at here. She believed us. She is the subject. Believed is the verb. And who did she believe? Us, direct object. We and us are the direct object. Action verb. So we want to use objective case, which is us. All right, I'm going to do one more and we're going to be done. The highest score in the tournament, get rid of that, was made by, another prepositional phrase. Okay, do you see that? By us, actually it's by us tennis players is the prepositional phrase, if I'm going to be technical. Okay, so this is an object of the preposition. It's in a prepositional phrase. Okay, so question is, nominative or objective? Use objective. Do you see the word object of the preposition? Use objective. Me, you, him, her, it, us, you, them, us. Okay? All right, I think we're going to quit here for today. You've got enough to do on the previous page. What did I tell you to do on your own? Oh, the first page. pick 4 sentences to diagram for me, okay? All right, have a great day. I'll talk to you later.